All right, welcome, lesson one of Cycle Breaker Challenge. So, thank you for joining. All right, this is going to be some good transformation right here. All right, so today we're going to talk about the intro to the challenge, what to expect, and how to get the most out of it. So, if you go ahead and take a look at your worksheet down here, um, you're going to see the My Commitment to Breaking Free pledge. Okay, here, what you're going to do is you're going to, as it says right there in the instructions, you're going to write down your goals for the challenge. Okay. And this is going to allow you to keep track of where you're at. Okay. You can't progress if you don't know where you're at. A map is going to do you no good if you don't know where you're starting from. So go ahead and fill this out, whether it be digital, on your iPhone, iPad, if you got to print it out, old school, whatever you want to do. But it's there, okay? It's supplied for you. Uh, If you want to download it, just click on the picture, save as, things like that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm on my iPad. We're going to go ahead and save. If you don't know how to do it, just click and hold, save to photos. And then I'm going to go to my photos and let's see from today. All right, so boom. So this is what you should have. Okay. If you don't have this, make sure you refresh your page. Make sure you have it. So my breakthrough goals. First, you're gonna write and what your breakthrough looks like for you. Okay, everybody's gonna be different. Whether that be your financial breakthrough, whether that be your relationship breakthrough, whether that be your spiritual breakthrough, self, whatever it is, write what the breakthrough looks like for you. Okay, and it doesn't matter what it is. Okay, this is still gonna work for anybody. The reason is because what I'm giving you is a formula. Okay. And the thing about a formula is it doesn't matter who uses it, it's always going to work. Okay. A squared plus B squared is always going to be C squared. Okay. The A, the B, and the C doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. If you don't know what that is, that's Pythagorean theorem. That's math. Okay. Formulas always work. The only difference is what you're plugging into it. So write down what breakthrough looks like for you. Okay. Um, and any areas where you feel stuck. Okay, so let's give some examples. So let's say if your breakthrough is to, let's go with just get $1 million, right? And you're stuck at $1,000. Now you know that you need to break through that barrier of $1,000. Okay, because you can't get to 1 million if you can't even get to 10,000. Okay, so we're gonna start there. We're gonna start at the areas where you feel stuck. Let's say if your breakthrough is, I don't know, getting married, right? But every time, let's say you get stuck at talking to people, you can't even get into a relationship because you don't know how to talk to people. So you're basically stuck at the beginning. Let's say if you talk to people, but every time uh, you hang out with them, then they don't want to talk to you no more. Okay. Let's say you talk to somebody and right at the end, right before you're about to get married, they leave. Like, bruh, you're stuck. Okay. Write the areas where you feel stuck. Okay. If your breakthrough is, well, I mean, we can have examples all day, but just put in your breakthrough, whatever your breakthrough is. I'll give one more example. Let's say if your breakthrough is, I don't know, building something, right? And you get past the foundational stage, you get past the planning, the drafting stage, but once you get to actually implementing, you have a block. You can't figure out where to go. Okay. You have the idea, but you don't have the practicalities. So that's where you would be stuck at. So write all the areas where you feel stuck and then your 90-day vision. Okay. 90 days, that's 3 months. Okay. 30, 60, 90 days, that's 3 months. And No matter where you're stuck, you should 100% be able to change in 90 days. You can change anything in 90. It only takes 21 days to break a habit, to break or create a habit. Okay. Uh, that's part of the equation. So 90 days, that's how many? Two, four, six. You could make and break a habit 3 and 4 times. Okay. Uh, Now, this challenge is only 3 days. We're not going to be going through the 90 days, but you still want to keep track 90 days from now to make sure that it actually stuck. Okay. Because I can give you the 3 day formula, but if you change in 3 days and you go back to your old ways after day 45, and then day 90 comes and you go, wow, I stuck it out halfway through, but 90 days after I slipped up. So you want to make sure you keep track of your 90-day vision, where you're going to be at in 90 days. Okay. So make a note to your future self. Hey, future self, you should be here in 90 days. Okay. And then you're going to define your success metrics. Now, the great thing about success can be defined as anything. Not only can it be defined as anything, success is a skill, okay? Which means you can learn success, okay? Think about any successful person that you know or can think of. Anybody that is considered to be successful. Let's take, for example, a um, sports athlete, right? In order for a athlete to become successful, for in some measures, would be, let's say, making a team, okay? And you can learn how to make a team, okay? You can study the people that are recruiting, figure out what they like, what they dislike. You can improve yourself, your skills if you're an athlete. If your success is getting to the championship, you can learn how to get to the championship. You can study those who've done it before, study the coaching, the game plan. You can hone your skills. Success is a skill, and success can be improved upon. So only difference between you and success is the knowledge. The only reason people are not successful is because they don't know how to be successful. Okay. So you're going to go ahead and write down your success metrics. So let's give some examples. Let's say if my breakthrough is for me to train my dog on how to sit, okay, in 90 days. And I'm stuck at the part where I get him to pay attention to my treats, and I can get him to sit, but I can't get him to focus after that because bird's running around, he has low attention span, whatever. So some success metrics would be, since I can only get them to sit once, get them to sit twice without losing focus. That would be one success metric. A far-reaching success metric would be to not only get them to sit, but get them to stay sitting when I go in the room and I come back, he's still sitting. That's another success metric. So you want to go ahead and list out some success metrics. One more success metric in the dog scenario would be I can get him to sit without giving him a treat. That's a really great success metric. So you want to write down your success metrics, okay? Uh, and as you can see, we have a verse down there at the bottom. It says, now to him who is able to do far more abundantly than all that we ask or think. Okay, and this is the reason why no matter what it is that you're striving for, it can be accomplished. Okay, because in a give game, we rely on Jesus. Okay, regardless if you think Jesus is real or not, Jesus is on the earth, living, breathing through us. Okay, and that by itself will allow you to achieve anything. Okay, so let's see. So I think that's all we're gonna have for this first lesson. If you didn't take this survey already, go ahead and do that. Okay. Um, Welcome to Gig Gang. I'm just gonna go ahead and read this. You're not here by accident. You're here because something in you knows there's more clarity, more power, more purpose, more breakthrough. This is where the remnant gathers, where spirit led believers stop repeating cycles and start breaking them, where we rise unified, not to follow one, but to become many. This post will get you oriented, locked in, and moving with purpose. If you don't know, Give Gain is a nonprofit lifestyle brand and spiritual movement for all who refuse to settle for surface level faith. More specifically, Gen Z, millennials, okay, young ones, the the the, the little homies, okay. If you're a big homie, this for you. You can learn from this too, okay. Especially if you didn't get this as a little homie. Uh, we're not here for motivational fluff, religious performance, empty hype with no substance, comfort zones, and complacency. We can go through all of these in depth if y'all want. Drop it in the comments which one y'all want to hear more about. Okay, we're here for deep inner transformation, breaking generational cycles, kingdom alignment and power, cultural impact through creativity, community that sharpens and elevates. Okay, this is not a single minded venture. Okay, be sure to tap in with the community. It's only going to make you better. Iron sharpens iron. Okay, if you got an iron sword and you ain't got no iron to sharpen it, you sharpening it with wood. You're not sharpening the sword. You're cutting the wood. So be sure to tap in with like-minded individuals. That's only gonna make you stronger. Don't tap in with those with a lower mindset. Okay. Our mindset or our mission is empowering Gen Z and millennials through creativity, collaboration, and cultural consciousness. Together, we inspire generosity and purpose in a global ministry focused on faith and community. So, like I said, community engagement. This school community is your home base. We collaborate with influencers and artists to create impactful content that resonates with our values. So, yes, you will see some celebrity type figures in this community. We will have guest speakers on occasionally. We just had on today Adelie, the most viral woman in the world. She gets billions of views per month. And if you join the group coaching, you will have access to people like that. Okay. If one of your goals is to become viral, join the group coaching or one of the corresponding groups that's going to fit your needs and is going to be worth it. Okay. Creative merchandise. We do got merch coming soon. Okay, we make all our own merch in house. We do our own manufacturing. Okay, in the United States, we're not outsourcing none of that. Okay, so it is American brand, American made merchandise. Bold apparel designed for trendsetters who embrace cultural relevance and generosity. We are trendsetters. Okay, we are fashionable. Okay, we represent the movement. Okay, the kingdom of heaven is not a bummy kingdom. Y'all gotta understand. If y'all think Christ walking around in rags, y'all tripping. Um, Also, digital content. We produce faith-based inspiration through our YouTube channel and podcast, fostering a sense of purpose and community. So go ahead and check out the YouTube. Uh, right now, today, as of 2025, we are focused mainly on the Mr. Banana Clips channel, but future endeavors, we will be moving all our videos over to the Give Game channel, but that's in the future. So stay tuned for that. Uh, Transformational programs from the Cycle Breaker Challenge to the Kingdom Breakthrough Blueprint to high level mentorship. We have pathways for every stage of your journey. So your first step is going to be to introduce yourself. Okay. Don't be out here trying to roll solo. Drop a post in the general discussion and tell us your name, where you're from, what brought you to Give Game, what cycle you're ready to break. Then step two, you're going to want to take the cycle breaker assessment. Okay. There's no point of starting in kindergarten if you finished high school already. Okay. So some of y'all, the cycle breaker challenge is not going to be for you because you're already surpassed that. Some of y'all need to start, a little bit higher. Some of y'all might need to start a little bit lower. It's not A ding to you is just wherever you're at right now. It's the cycle breaker assessment is going to help assess where you're at. So before you dive into courses or calls, discover where you are in your transformation journey. Click on the link, okay, in this lesson, or you can also find it on a community post, okay. It's going to take 5 minutes. It's going to reveal which of the 4 stages you're in. You got recognition, revelation, activation, or liberation. Okay, liberation means freedom if you don't know. The hidden pattern keeping you stuck, your personalized next steps, a full PDF report to guide you and your breakthrough. No guesswork, just clarity. All right. And step 3, explore the classroom. So you're going to click on the classroom link. You already know where it is if you found this video. Okay. We got the Cycle Breaker Challenge, which is a free 3 to 5 day challenge. It's going to depend on how serious you are about it. Uh, Obviously, the more rigorous and the more effort you put into it, the less amount of time it's going to take you. Okay. We have our Kingdom Breakthrough Blueprint priced at $297. We have our Personal Growth and Spiritual Transformation. Uh, and we have our Kingdom Accelerator Mentorship from $997 all the way up to 5Gs. Okay, don't be scared by that price. If there's something of value and it costs, then that means you're going to gain something from it. Okay, that's a spiritual law. Okay, uh, so if you're worried about how much it costs, or if you should put down this amount of money for this, think about how much it's going to cost you if you don't do it. Okay. We're not going to get into giving the descriptions, talking about which course is which for right now. We're just going to get through the Cycle Breaker Challenge on this day 1, lesson 1. Step 4, you're going to make sure you want to join the group coaching calls. Okay. So if your assessment tells you to be in the group coaching, then go ahead and join the group coaching and be sure to join the calls. Okay. Uh, we do have free calls weekly, but those who are paid members are going to have more calls, more access. It's going to be more personalized. So you're going to want to make sure you're joining the calls, connect with the community, so then you can ask questions. Okay, you can get a Q&A face-to-face, real time. You're going to check the calendar for upcoming live calls. If you don't know when the calls are, make sure you check the calendar, and it does automatically translate to your time zone. These are where transformation happens in real time. Show up, engage, ask questions, apply what you learn. Okay. If you got a map, you know where you at, and it get the GPS, it tells you to go this way, but you don't follow the map. You can't be mad if you get lost. Okay. So follow the instructions, show up, engage, ask questions, apply what you learn. Make sure you're doing all the steps, even the steps that I told you. Introduce yourself, all these things. And then step 5, okay, we have honor the code. We do have a code of contact, okay, or a code of conduct, sorry. Make sure you go ahead and review that. We move with loyalty, integrity, unity, and friendliness, okay. Read the code of honor in the about section and commit to it. This isn't just community, it's a covenant. Okay, it's called an agreement. It's an agreement with yourself to make yourself better. Okay, don't just stay stuck and wonder why nothing's going right. uh, Also, we do observe the holy days. Okay, and the holy day schedule is posted for 2025, and it will be updated for 2026 once that rolls around to the, we'll call it the new year. All right, the new Gregorian year. Um, I'll just go through them real quick just so you know. Okay, we do have holidays. We have our Passover. That means no class, no calls, no sessions. Okay, Feast of Unleavened Bread, same thing. Uh, Pentecost, Feast of Trumpets, Day of Atonement, Feast of Tabernacles, and the 8th day. Also, every Sabbath. Sabbath, that means Saturday. We're not taking no calls. We're not doing no work. We are observing the Lord's holy days like He told us to do. Okay, so don't expect any calls or any work to be done on Sabbath. And if I'm in a different time zone, then I'm gonna be observing whatever Sabbath is in that time zone. Okay. Uh, how to get the most out of this community? Like I said, you want to be active. You want to comment on a post, share insights from your journey, celebrate wins with others. Okay, don't just keep it to yourself. If you came in here and you got transformed and you see new people joining, be sure to celebrate their wins as well as yours. Let them know you started at zero from the bottom. Okay, now you here. Ask questions in the Q&A. Be consistent. Okay, show up to calls, complete the courses, complete them. And when in order to complete, in case you don't know about the school platform, basically what you're going to do is there's a little green check mark. Well, it's not going to be green until you click on it, but there's a little check mark in the top right hand side of the course. Okay, you're going to want to go ahead and click on that once you've completed the course. So once you get through this video and you fill out the worksheet, go ahead and click that green check mark, hit the next button, go on to the next lesson. Okay, uh, apply what you learn. Okay, the map's not going to do you no good if you're not reading it, if you're not applying it, if you're not doing the directions that it tells you to do. Apply what you learn and you will be free. Okay. Track your progress. That's why we have the trackers. That's why we have the worksheets. We got projects, exercises coming up. Okay. Be generous. Share resources that helped you. We are Give Gang. Okay. That means freely, if you have received freely, freely give. Okay. Freely give as you have received freely. Now, if it costs you, nobody's saying give away stuff for free when it costs you. You have a right to charge people for something. That's why everything in the Give Gang that costs something, anything in the Give Gang that you had to pay for, it costs something. Okay. The blood of Christ is not a cost. It came free. Okay. That's already paid for. You understand? The Spirit of the Lord dwells on this earth freely, and you have free access to it. You have free reign in the kingdom as a child, and you should act in that. So, a lot of these things that we're giving away for free are kingdom principles. So make sure you apply what you learn, be generous, share resources that helped you, encourage others in the community. Okay, build people up. Everybody has different struggles. Contribute your gifts and your talents, build up the movement. All right, we gonna take off. I'm telling y'all, anybody who's in this now at 2025, we are about to go crazy. Okay, especially in 2026. So build up. Okay, you are gonna be a part of this. So now is the time. We in a season of amazing growth and prosperity. Okay, be accountable. Don't just consume, participate. Okay, that's going to be the thing that's going to push you to the next level. Okay, report your wins and your struggles. Stay locked in with your cohort. If you don't know what that means, that's your class, basically the people you join with, and honor your commitments. If you say you're going to do something, actually do it. Even if you're saying it to yourself, commit to that. Follow through. Okay, I want to go through what's called the founding members advantage. Okay, because if you're here early, you're getting founders pricing and founders access. Here's how it works. Live calls are going to be first. So some of the lessons is not going to have any videos until the live call happens. Okay. Once that happens, you founding members are going to be getting the training directly in our sessions, one to one. Anybody that comes in after that is going to be getting recordings. Okay. After each call, replay is going to be added to the course module. But don't fret if you came after. You can still ask questions from the people in the community, make a comment, write a post. Okay. People will respond to you. Also, Founders Advantage. You're getting content before anybody else. Plus, you're shaping how it's built for the full release. Okay. If you have comments, questions, feedback, during the sessions, you are going to be the ones to make it better for those coming after you. Okay, you're paving the way. Okay, you're not just watching content, you're helping to shape it. Now we have what's called the contributors framework as well. Okay, so if you want to go deeper, you want to build with us, Give Gang does have a contributors framework with clear lanes for how you can add value. We got different tiers. Okay, tier one is going to be community circle or sorry, community members. Okay, outer circle is going to be entry as valued participants and guided by the code of honor. You can have access to events, forums, and resources. So that's basically everybody. If you join, you are automatically a tier one community member. Okay. Tier two, you're going to have access to events, forums, and resources. Uh, or sorry, tier two, you're going to be collaborators or project partners. Okay. You're going to join, sorry, excuse me, you're going to join specific projects with defined tasks. Let me get a drink real quick. Give me 1 second. All right, so I should have had this. I should have my cup ready, but it's all right. So you're going to join specific projects, okay, if you choose, with defined tasks. And you get to actually earn 2 to 3% of net profits from the projects that you contribute to. Okay, so as you can look, if you're here early, you can see there's a lot of projects that are not yet finished. Okay, anything that you contribute to, that's making a worksheet, making a project, creating an exercise, being a moderator, uh, whatever it may be, as a collaborator, you will earn 2 to 3% of net profits from projects that you contribute to. Now, the 2 to 3% is going to vary depending on how much effort uh, or material that you actually contribute. Okay, if one person contributes a single question and somebody else contributes a whole worksheet, okay, you're going to get two different percentages. Okay, so that's where the range comes in. Tier three is going to be our honorary members. Okay, that's the prestige circle. That's where you want to be. Number one, you're going to be named as an honorary member. uh, you're gonna have invitations to select gatherings and discussions. So, like the call that I was talking to you about earlier, don't think everybody has access to that. Everybody doesn't have access to the most viral woman in the world. Okay, that's gonna be higher tier members. Okay, y'all gotta understand, everything's not free. Okay, you have to add value to get value. So, tier members, you will get what you duly are deserved. You're going to have the invitations. Also, it's going to be a symbol of respect and alignment with the mission. And by the way, every tier that we go up, you're going to have the same benefits as the tiers that you came from. Okay, so if you're a tier three, you're going to have the same benefits as a tier two and a tier one. Okay, you're also going to get the 2 to 3% net profits. Then we have the tier four, which is going to be your inner circle. Okay, it's going to be the founding and active contributors. Okay, keyword being active. Okay, founding contributors is going to have lifetime recognition plus a percentage of net profits from courses and products you co-create. Okay, so we already have some current founding members, and those people are going to get lifetime recognition. They're going to get a percentage of the profits. They're going to get 2 to 3% of net profits. Okay, and these payouts are going to come to you as they come in. Okay, um, active contributors. Okay, these are not going to be the same as our founding contributors. The founding contributors are going to be the ones that pave the way, create the the frameworks. The active contributors are going to be those uh, who are actively contributing to projects, plus quarterly strategy calls. So this might be somebody who's hosting a call. Okay, they might get profits while they're hosting a call, but if they're not active anymore, they stop hosting, then those benefits are going to go away. Okay, so functional roles in these active contributor circle is going to be, we have our contributors who's going to share insights, drop resources, build up others. Okay, so if you're in the comments helping others out, dropping resources, you're in tier four, uh, you're going to get the active contributor role. Okay, we got our collaborators, the people that's going to team up on projects, events, and initiatives. We got our coaches, the people who if you volunteer to help coach others, which is basically walk somebody through holding their hand. That's what a coach does. Teach, train, and sharpen others in your lane. Okay, whatever your expertise is. If you don't have expertise, we can train you up, and you can train others. And then we got our captains. Those are going to be the people that's going to be leading the threads, conversations, and keeping the order in the flow. Okay, you're going to have all. There's going to be a tier for roles. Okay, if you need help with any of this, you feel free to contact us at admin@givegang.org. That's going to be the email address. Or you can drop them in a Q&A, or you can just throw a DM. Okay. Bottom line, you're here because you're ready to break cycles, not just manage them. You're here because you know God has more for you than repeated patterns and spiritual loops. You're here because you're part of the remnant, the ones who rise, the ones who build, the ones who lead. This is Give Gang. Load up, lock in, let's move. Drop a fire comment below if you to confirm you read this and you're ready to lock in, or if you watch this video, go ahead and drop the fire emoji. Welcome to the family, and we praying for you. You're gonna make it through this 3-day challenge, and you're gonna be different. All right, Give Gang, we build different. See y'all at the top. We out, gang.